Hello everyone, welcome back to more chess as black. What is this nonsense? Okay, I'll take some center, I guess. We're playing the reverse Caro-Kann. Oh my god, no, this isn't the Grob, right? Because the Grob goes all the way out here, I think. I don't know. Or is the Grob a white opening or a black opening? I don't even know. So they're like threatening bishop stuff here, but I'm just gonna like grab as much center as I can, defend with knights when they attack with bishops. Nope, just more pawn moves, huh? Check. Here, I guess. Or here. Yeah, that's not so great. I mean, I could just take more center. Or do this to blunt their bishops, both bishops. But I don't really want to let them challenge this. I think I'm just happy to develop a knight. What is this opening? Okay, I'm already defending that, so this is fine. What is this like the hippo as white? Um Maybe even this? That's assuming they block with pawn. If they block with bishop, I probably support it. That seems like kind of fun. I don't know. It might be too easy for them to just chase away my bishop and me not have accomplished much of anything. I'm going to try it. Oh, right. But if I back up, they can just push here. I forgot about this. All right, this was a bad move. Okay. Well, I don't know. We made their knight look a little stupid, I guess. I don't even understand my opponent's plan. What am I supposed to do about it? This? Here, probably. Here? I don't know. Let's just develop a piece. This can't be kicked away too quickly. We have this square guarded several times, so if they try this push, it doesn't work. Okay. Yeah. Queen's targeting this. That's fine. Well, what if just this? There's some problem about being x-rayed here. Not yet, but maybe someday. Here. Here? Oh no. Here, here would be an issue. Okay. So maybe they're trying to discover something going on there. All right, let's just support this. Maybe knight here next. So I think we can take this, right? What's the downside? It exposes this, but that's fine. This is the wrong color bishop to contribute there, and this guy's going to take hours to get over. Now, we can just establish this knight here, I think, right? They can't retake with the bishop. It's just a disaster. Or we could take with the bishop, but then they get this? No, they don't. I just take the rook. So this forces the bishops off, right? Take, and they have to trade a bishop and let my knight live here, right? That's not true. If I take, they could do something like this, but then I can go here. Yeah, I'd rather have a knight, a bishop, because getting here is good for a bishop, whereas the knight can't go anywhere good from here. I don't really understand what's happening in this game. Okay, this is the threat, I suppose. The queen's already watching that, though. No, because there's a knight there, or a bishop watching it. All right. Let's just stop any nonsense on that square before I castle. This is a threat. Pinning the bishop to the queen. I'd prefer to avoid that. Although, it's defended. Pretty tough to dislodge, actually. This knight is quite good. I think I'm just going to go ahead and castle. Very unorthodox opening from my opponent. This knight is going there, I suppose. We could try to lock him out, but I don't know how great an idea that would be. It would probably be good. I think. Breaking some structure, like, I don't know. It's not even really doing anything bad to my structure over here when I look at it. You know, it's just no entry, please. Okay. Don't really care, I don't think. Attack the knight. Also defends this pawn, because right now it's only defended by the bishop, which could be deflected by a rook move or something. I don't really see how you're going to pile up on this pawn, so I just don't care. What about this? I mean, I could get a pawn break that way. I don't think I really want one. Suppose I attack the knight. Where does he go? Here? I guess. Basically one of these two, and I don't think he wants to go there, so it would be here. Maybe this would be an idea? Then he just goes back here, so I don't know. I don't think attacking him really does anything. Well, it lets me get a rook on this file. Okay. Yeah? Well, wait a minute. I can take here, right? And I mean, they could grab this, but then it's defended. So I think I'm all right with that. Like, what's the threat? Some bishop move, queen move. Nothing looks good. I don't think I said my opponent's name when I started the game, right? Manital? 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 I don't know how to pronounce Polish. White resigned. Well, that makes things simple. I guess we'll have time for some puzzles today. One inaccuracy. That would be this, maybe? Yeah. Or I guess it was this one. They both went from minus 1.8 to minus 1.2. I guess there must have been a rounding thing in like deciding what's an inaccuracy. So it says just get a rook behind that pawn, huh? I thought this was nice. It stopped the knight getting here, which I didn't really want him to do. I just wanted to... This keeps the knight pretty well shut out, I thought. Okay, apparently not good, though. So what the heck was this opening called? How far into the opening Explorer do you think we can get before it says nobody's ever played this? This is the Hungarian opening. Ooh, A00. A very privileged number to have. And we'll just see what Stockfish says. It says, yeah, take the center. And then after this, it's like, what the hell is that? Just like never happens. And it says, take some more center. Okay, it at least agrees that d3 is the best move. It says, yeah, develop a knight. Okay, getting out a bishop is better than a knight, apparently. Oh, I did get out a bishop. This is not its favorite of the bishop moves. Okay, go to here. So the question is, like, do you want to provoke this pawn move or not? Before returning here, your eventual goal square. And I don't really know the answer. So it's got some of the Masters database, right? Like, I don't know. Apparently in Lichess, nobody ever tries that move, huh? Interesting. It's pretty close. I don't know. The knight wants to get here, I think, and so stopping him is sort of an advantage. Now, really? Bishop g4? Why? It pins this pawn, but I don't think they should be making more pawn moves. What did I play? Bishop here. Not as good, apparently. I mean, why is this so great? Why don't they just, like... Oh, it shuts the knight out. I see. So the knight comes here, but now this attack is gone. And I can just develop some more. Okay, but I went here. Not totally clear why. Queen here, and it says just immediately a5. Why? Breaks up this pawn, I guess? Yeah, we get some tempo against the queen, don't we? If they take here, that's bad because we get this rook developed. And they're up a pawn if they take here, but it's pretty dangerous to do so, I think. I don't quite see exactly how it's dangerous, but it just feels like a bad place for the queen. And my rook is much improved. And we should probably be able to win this pawn at some point. to get the material back. Knight B D7. What is this threatening? Suppose they do some nothing move. I mean, knight here, but like nothing really. They can always just go home. Okay. This is just a developing move that eventually threatens to attack the queen, I guess. So they defend with the bishop. Okay. And the queen is over here, but she like can't really do anything. And there's a big gap in their position that we can try getting pieces in through, maybe? I don't know. So I don't really understand why this pawn push is good. Like, we lose a pawn on purpose, and they say they don't want it. And I improved the rook, and that's good positionally, but I don't quite see like how you actually cash in on it. Okay, but I didn't do that. I played this, which it says is nearly as good and much simpler. All this is engine approved, except that I should be taking with the knight here. I put a lot of thought into this, but I couldn't really figure out what was right. This they, I don't know, they can't retake, I'm pretty sure, and so I just get to like have this knight. But can't they like kick me? Apparently it's horrible. I guess it takes away their king's eventual safety, maybe? And the square the knight wants to go to, and obstructs the bishop's view here. And so you just say, okay, fine, I'll back up. Yeah, and like, where's the king ever going to be safe? I guess is the problem. God, there's still this, huh? And they do castle, yeah, but so this is just a perpetual weakness. So I can maybe establish this knight here for a while if I take with it, but I didn't. And now they can just develop the knight peacefully. I see. Maybe this is the point. Is like, I don't know. If I take with knight, then they have like this, but it's a bad way to develop. And I think I was worried about pawn push. It's bad for like just kind of generic position weakening reasons, not any specific tactic. It says this move is fine. Castling is best. Does not like that, right? We found that out. I mean, I thought it would be nice to shut out the knight, but he can like go here, I guess, and he's not too sad. And it sort of weakens this area. Fine. What does it want me to do instead? Put a rook behind the pawn. Sure. They have this to punish, so maybe it's not about weakening this so much as failing to support this. Ah, yes. This knight is undefended, so I have to move. And then this pawn is defended only once. But they can add, they're kind of adding an attacker to the pawn by attacking the knight. So when I back up, they win a pawn. That's why this pawn push is bad. Not anything about what's going on over here, but just the tactics lining up on the e5 pawn. Okay. They didn't go for that, and in fact, they ruled it out by getting in the way themselves. And this is looking better now, I guess. Don't really understand why it says sack the knight. I guess the queen gets to do some pretty cool stuff in here. She's attacking an undefended pawn, an undefended rook, and an undefended knight. I take a pawn, defending the pawn. They go in for the rook, and then I get another pawn. And maybe the queen's in some danger? I don't know. This seems bad to me. Apparently it's fine. I guess I have stuff like this. And the queen doesn't have a lot of exit squares, does she? The only safe square for her is here. And here. And from here, there's not much of an exit either. It's saying just trade queens, maybe? But why? I'm up 2 pawns. And a minor piece. But down a rook. I don't really understand why this queen trade is especially beneficial to me. It doesn't seem harmful, but I guess it gets me this. And oh yeah, I have knight moves with check. Yeah. Anyway, this was exploring far into a line that didn't happen. I just played queen here, attacking the knight. They didn't notice, so I took the knight, and then they gave up. Okay, cool. Well, let's do a couple puzzles. What's going on here? My queen is undefended. No, it's not. Okay, all my pieces are defended once except this pawn and this pawn. What's currently under threat? Well, this bishop's being attacked twice and defended only once. So that's a problem. Oh. There's this idea. Forking the king and queen. But it doesn't work because of the knight. So I suspect that I'm meant to take here. Which at once opens this square up for tactics and defends my bishop a second time so that they can't just take it to solve the tactics. So if they retake this bishop on e4 with a pawn, then I pick up the queen. And if they do anything else, then I've won a knight. That seems good. We should capture the bishop, and we're still going to be up a piece. I just didn't think of them capturing, and now I have to decide which piece to take with. It's hard to say. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Well, the queen is the only piece defending this once they capture this bishop. So I think I should leave her there and capture with the rook. Then they have to move the queen, and this won't be a place to put her. How would queen takes have been acceptable? No, queen takes is horrible. I didn't think it would be horrible. What's the big idea? I guess I'm losing the bishop now that I gained. I have to take with the rook so that they can't just trade down. They have to do something that isn't trading so that I get a tempo back. Rescue the bishop, I see. Well, this looks promising. Or, my goodness, this? Isn't that just mate in 2? What are they going to do about it? Check. Nothing can block. No one can take. This is the only legal move. And then this is checkmate. That's a very easy puzzle. What did I do to deserve your scorn, Leechess? I mean, I have been missing puzzles recently, but this puzzle is just so easy. Check and win the rook? I could take with queen. There's probably some reason why that's either good or bad. Oh, yeah, because of this, silly. So we have to get the queen out of that. Okay. Another easy puzzle. This is a forcing move. This is a forcing move. This is forcing, but bad. Here. Doesn't seem to accomplish anything for me. If anything, I would say it makes my position worse. Whereas this attacks the rook. So the king wants to defend the rook. If he goes here to defend the rook... Oh, I mean, I guess this with check is kind of an issue that I have to keep in mind. But here... Suppose this. I was imagining bishop here. And we're now controlling all of these squares. So the king would have to go here. He's still hanging on to the rook, though. But then we come in for this and pick up the rook. So that's if the king goes here. What if instead he just comes straight up this way? Right? Now, king here. I have this check. He can come back here, but if he does, he'll get checkmated. So he runs away and we win the rook. Okay. And I think my king is safe enough after all this. They can try, like, check here, check, but I just get out. I didn't consider this. But I believe this is still the right answer. If the king wants to defend the rook, he has to go here, in which case this is lights out. Yeah, so it's saying just give up the queen at this point. But suppose he tries this, indeed it is game over. You can sack some material, but there are 2 checkmates. This is kind of cute. All right, what's going on? We have their knight under attack, and the bishop can try to discourage the king from defending it. This pawn is also under attack. So if here, and you want to try to hang on to the king... Well, I suppose you could try this. Defended by the rook, right? So there seem to be a lot of options for black after this. Which is a little bit discouraging in a puzzle. This is very forcing, obviously, but I think it's pretty clearly bad. I don't see any good follow-up from this. This is the only move that makes any sense in a puzzle, I think. Well, there's this. I don't know. I mean, here, we can win a pawn. Even if blocks, we can trade the bishop in and then pick up... Or no. Here, blocks. This is still defended. Ah, but... No, this doesn't work because the bishop is being blocked by the knight. Okay, well, let's be lazy and suppose that they just... Okay, they went for the block. Ah! This pawn is pinned. So we can attack the knight a second time while he's pinned, and they can't add a second defender. I see. I suppose we should take with the rook, because otherwise this. Okay, good puzzle. This is an idea. Not only does it pin this bishop, perhaps somewhat usefully, it also fences this rook in a little bit. I don't know. The thing is, the bishop is currently attacked. Excuse me. Attacked twice, defended 3 times. So if I add a bishop to the fire, I don't think it really helps. What about queen takes queen? Forces bishop here. And then this move comes with check. They don't want to block with the rook, so they have to move the king. Well, oh no, they could block with the bishop? No, they couldn't, because then the bishop would be attacked twice and... Wait. I said the piece is defended 3 times, but it's not. It's only defended twice. So this bishop move does threaten to win the bishop. But they can just trade it off here, can't they? And then trade off the rooks. Oh. This whole bishop follow-up is like the wrong idea. After here, I just take a rook. Yeah, okay, that seems good. All right. Well, 6 in a row is better than I do basically ever. Let's get in a puzzle storm or two to finish things off this short game session. I think it was off camera. I got a 26, my new high score. Who am I? I'm black? Okay. Really? Oh, just back rank mate, sure. This looks good. This is good. Some knight move? Check and win the queen. This is a check. Mate, actually. Pin the rook. Take the queen, I guess. Take the rook. This is check. And then this. Got it. Defended by the rook. Double check. And then queen to the back rank is maybe something? Double check. And then queen here is checkmate, unless the king goes there, in which case, what? Ah, no, the knight is guarding that square. Nice. Check and win the queen. Check and win the queen. This is a check, and it's... Oh, no, hang on. This is better. Check? Seems good. Yeah, win the queen. This and promote. Check and win the queen. Yeah, sack the queen and rook mate. Knight here is a check. But does it do anything? King here. Yeah, that would be fine. So instead they sack. Okay. Bishop here is... The pawn's pinned and we're threatening this, but not really, right? This knight is pinned because my queen... Pin the bishop, maybe? Don't think that works. Huh. I don't see anything here. Nope. Terrible performance. Didn't fail any until the last one. Had a few slow ones. Spent almost a minute on this and still didn't come up with anything. So what was the idea here? Oh, check? I didn't even notice there was a check available. Check. Queen takes, I guess. Because the pawn can't. And if nothing takes, you win the bishop. So queen takes and then win this bishop, I see. Okay, a fine puzzle. Let's try one more. I'm white today. Checkmate, I guess? Yeah. Yeah, win the queen. I was like, wait a minute, that's not checkmate. Which is true, but it's still a good move. Check. And yeah, they sack because otherwise we have some amazing discoveries. Check and win the queen. Here? Doesn't sound right. No, here. Okay, got it. And then take the rook. Win the rook. Mate. Checkmate? No? Ah, yes. There's a queen. This looks like checkmate. What is this? Here? It's threatening promotion and threatening to win a rook. I see. It's a kind of weird fork. Uh, what? None of my pieces are anywhere near anything important. Ah, this is a check that wins the rook. This wins the rook. Bishop. This seems promising. I guess we're just winning the knight. Thought there might be something more. Win a rook? Ah, and it defends the other rook. That's a tricky one. Get this guy to safety and then win this guy? Yeah, this and then queen here. This knight move threatens something. And then we win the rook. What? What's the idea here? I don't see anything. Ah, forks the... No, that wasn't defended? Whoops. Oh, push a pawn, okay. It's like, what? That's a weird puzzle. This bishop is not sufficiently defended. Win a rook? Nope, the knight was guarding that. I needed to take the knight with the rook first. I got 22 for that horrible performance? Making mistakes quickly is a little bit better than being right slowly, I guess. Yeah, this isn't defended, right. Huh. I mean, I saw this, but... Oh, it is sufficiently defended, right? Yeah, this... It's got 2 defenders and only 2 attackers, so it's okay. I guess the point is, what does black do next? They have to run with the king soon, right? And everywhere is illegal. Oh gosh, this is a spooky checkmate. There's like no pieces next to him. How can it be checkmate? But king guards these, the bishop has these, the rook has all this, and the pawn has the 2 pawns. Here, we'll draw it a little bit more clearly. We have this. What a tricky mate. All right, that's all for today. Oh no, hang on. We did this puzzle. Yeah, and so the point is I had to do this first. Then I can take this rook. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.